Last night, the Senate was in session late until about midnight, and they were talking about some last-minute amendments on this stimulus package. Yes, once again, they are dragging this thing out a very, very long time. There are quite a few amendments that have come up on this thing, but they've been able to work their way through them. However, last night there was a bit of a snag when it came to some amendments. It was talking about cryptocurrency. Well, if you don't know what cryptocurrency is, it's something that's a little bit controversial right now as far as how they're going to tax it, how they're going to regulate it, all kinds of things like this. So they had about a 2-hour snag talking about cryptocurrency and how they want to proceed going forward. Well, late last night, nearly this morning, around midnight, Chuck Schumer came to the floor and basically adjourned and said, we'll resume this on Saturday. So tomorrow is actually going to be a very, very big day. The reason is they have plans. Now, don't hold your breath. Just letting you know, don't hold your breath, but they are planning to wrap this thing up tomorrow. Yes, the final votes are coming in tomorrow on this thing. Now, they need to make a couple votes on this. Number one, they first need to vote to wrap up all of the amendments. So in other words, they need to vote. They need to get 60 votes on it so that everybody, 60 people anyway, 60 senators vote that they will agree to wrap up and be done with the amendments on the bill. Once they get those 60 votes to clear, then they can go forward with the final voting process to actually pass the package where they can then send it off to the House of Representatives. So we might actually be done with this thing tomorrow. But again, like I said a minute ago, please do not hold your breath. We don't need any blue faces around here, please. You know what I mean? Seriously. Because we've seen this happen so many times now. We've seen the package get delayed time and time again. In fact, this was supposed to be done way back in June. A long, long time ago. This was supposed to be done. So you can see how this thing has been delayed a lot, right? So if they don't get it finalized as in completely done tomorrow, they will do it on Monday. But it's looking pretty promising at this point that tomorrow at some point, we don't know what time tomorrow, but it looks like sometime tomorrow they should have this thing just totally wrapped up and done. Wow. Did anybody think we would finally get to this point? Unbelievable. I feel like we should I don't know. We should all cheers or something. I'm not even sure what we should do. It's just, you know what I mean? It's like almost anticlimactic because it's taken so long. Anyway, I will keep you posted on all the details as we get that information tomorrow. But Chuck Schumer said as soon as they pass this thing and move it on, he will immediately bring forth the next package, the reconciliation bill. So yeah, it's going to get really busy here really fast. As I've been saying for a couple weeks now, make sure you're subscribed because seriously, there's a lot coming out right now. There's a lot of changes. There's a lot of new updates. There's literally a lot of new information coming out every single day. All right, let's next move on to the announcement out of the administration. President Biden, what did he do today that is going to impact 41 million plus people right here in the United States? Now, here's the thing. It may impact some of you in a very good way. So let me tell you what it is, and then we will talk through what this actually means. Now, here's the thing. If it initially does not pertain to you, just hang on for a second because ultimately, under the hood, like as we open this thing up and look under the hood at this, what it actually means by what he did today is actually kind of giving us a tell. Like, kind of like playing a game, there's tells, you know what I mean? So here's what he did. He extended out the student repayments. So here's the thing. Student loans right now are on this pause. They've been paused since early 2020. Well, they were supposed to be coming due as of the end of September, as in October 1st. All of those 41 million people who have student loans, federal student loans, were going to be required to start paying those loans once again. Well, a lot of people have been reaching out saying we need to extend it or just straight up cancel all of this student loan debt. But here's the thing, what he did today. He extended out federal student loan payments all the way out through the end of January 2022. So in other words, February 1st of 2022 is when those federal student loans will go back into effect and people will need to start paying on them again. So he extended out another 4 months beyond the actual expiration date, which was the end of September 30th. Now here's the thing. Let's talk through this a little bit further. Now, even if this doesn't pertain to you directly, let's look at what this actually means. By him extending this out by 4 more months, does anybody see anything about this that maybe raises a little bit of flags? Like maybe the administration also recognizes that we're not out of this current situation that we're currently in right now. People need additional relief. So, hey, let's just push these things out for another 4 months. I mean, here's the thing. If people didn't need additional relief right now, if people didn't need additional stimulus or need additional help or things like that, if everybody could afford to start paying their student loans again, he wouldn't need to extend it out. But that is not the case. And maybe the administration is finally realizing that, wow, Americans probably need some extra help right now. We probably need some extra stimulus right now. So he extended it out for another 4 months. I just feel like this is a major tell. Of course, they're not telling us anything. Of course, behind closed doors, they're probably talking about a lot of different things that they're not exactly bringing and telling the American people right now, right? I mean, that's just kind of the name of the game. There's a lot of this stuff that goes on. But here's the thing. You know that they're thinking something. They have to be. If they weren't recognizing that we're still in a pretty bad situation right now for a lot of people, they wouldn't have extended the payments out. There's just no need to. If they thought that we were in this great recovery right now and everything was all, fine and dandy and dandelions and flowers and, fields full of daisies that we can skip around and have a merry old time, then they wouldn't have had to do this. But they extended it out. So now all I'm picturing is just me prancing around in a field full of flowers with butterflies everywhere, and it sounds kind of nice. I mean, let me be real. It sounds kind of nice. Maybe I'll go on a little vacation to, I don't know, where can I find a field full of flowers and butterflies? I don't know. It just sounds kind of fun. I mean, sounds pretty relaxing. Does anybody else picture that right now? Because that's all I can basically see right now. It's just a big field full of the nice flowers. I don't know. Anyway, grasshoppers all over the place. Grasshoppers and the inevitable snake. He's down there too, right? You just got to watch out for him. Anyway, sorry. Anyway, now I can't concentrate. What am I supposed to talk about now? All right, so anyway, you have to believe that the administration is absolutely thinking something as far as what's going on. Maybe this recovery isn't exactly what everybody was anticipating quite yet. There's still a lot going on right now. And here's the thing. Even no matter what they say right now, regardless of what everybody says, oh, the economy is booming, things are doing well, everybody's having a good time, here's the thing. Yes, some people are doing very well right now. Don't get me wrong. Some people, some companies, some areas, some demographics are doing very, very well right now. However, there's also some industries, some people, some demographics that are doing really bad right now. Some people that are really having a hard time right now. In fact, lower income and fixed income individuals, I mean, let's be real, living on a fixed income month over month, it's getting kind of hard these days as prices continue to rise. In fact, yesterday alone marked the highest national average for 1 gallon of gas since 2014, $3.19 a gallon. So, I mean, your dollars are going less far these days. So yeah, a lot of people are having a hard time right now, even though some other people are having a really good time because they're doing really, really well. I mean, it's like this great divide that we are experiencing right now. So anyway, let's talk about the economic numbers that were released this morning and what it means going forward. So, I talked about this yesterday, and it is the non-farm payroll number. Now, this number is released the first Friday of every month, which just so happens to be today. So, this number is in reference to July. They created, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, BLS, they reported that 943,000 jobs were created in the month of July. So, take it or leave it. I don't really know. It is what it is. It's basically what it comes down to. So, of course, everybody's saying that this is a great thing and the economic numbers are really well right now. The unemployment rate went down to 5.4%. But maybe is it just seasonal? I mean, is this long term? We don't really know that. This is just a 1 month kind of snapshot of what is going on right now. So, even though it looks very good, nearly, close to 1 million jobs were created in the month of July. That sounds pretty encouraging, right? But at the same time, if everything was doing so well, then why did we extend out student loan payments? Do you kind of get what I'm saying? Like, as far as there's almost like this contradicting information out there right now. On one hand, we have a great jobs report, and on the other hand, we have extension of like essentially stimulus relief, right? And then at the same time, we have these stimulus packages that are boiling in the back room, and that one's going to be basically passed tomorrow, and then the other one is coming down the tracks, and it's going to be, worked on, operated on immediately tomorrow, right? They're going to throw that package up on the operating table, they're going to chop it open and see what we've got inside, and start getting that thing back to life. Well, bring it to life, I should say, not back to life, but bring it to life, right? The big $3.5 trillion stimulus package. So there's a lot going on right now. It seems like there's some very interesting contradictions out there right now as far as things going on. Either way, if you're somebody that owes federal student loans, or if you have federal student loans, well, hey, congratulations. I mean, seriously, you just got 4 more months of relief where you don't need to pay on those things until February of 2022. That's massive, right? That's going to impact 41 million people. That's a lot of people. It's over 10% of our population in this country. It's like probably 12 or 13%, just doing some rough math on that.